What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, we are down in Virginia painting the E36, and if you don't know, go watch the previous videos. Of course, the weekend we picked to come down is like the coldest weekend they've ever had, and we're getting snow tonight for the first time in 1,000 days, I think Reid said in the other video. Anyway, this car never made it onto the channel when I owned it, but over the summer I acquired an E36, and it might just look like a normal E36 sedan to most, but the car's got a pretty cool backstory. If you guys hear me mentioning throughout the E36 bodywork videos a company called Felony Form, a friend of mine, Ali, started it, and he was, if I'm not mistaken, the first person to make over fenders for the E36. And when Ali was doing R&D, building these kits for the car, he got a sedan that he used to mock up in the E36 sedan kit. Now, I don't know how to word this to be completely transparent with you guys. Ali is no longer with us, really sucks, but my friend PJ acquired his cars in hopes of getting them up and going again. And one of the cars he acquired was this E36 sedan. Since PJ has a lot going on himself, this car sat for a while. He asked me if I wanted it, and knowing the backstory to it, I couldn't say no. Fast forward 6 months, Reid, obviously we hang out all the time together, was up at the house. I had made a joke to him about him taking the car home, knowing how OCD and crazy he was with things that he likes to build. I truthfully never thought he would do anything with this car.
Yeah.
Yeehaw, brother. What did you do to this thing, dude?
Little sanding, little paint, not much.
It's leaking everywhere!
No, it's not.
God damn it, shut it off! Shut it off! Here a few days, and I obviously have seen the car on his Instagram. I'll put it right here, but I have refused to look at it up close because I knew this video wouldn't be as good if I had already checked the car out. I haven't seen the inside, I haven't seen the engine bay, I haven't seen anything. So yeah. I need a full walk around, I need to take the thing for a drive, and we obviously have Victoria taking all the beautiful B-roll, but I want to see what this thing's all about. It looks really good. I know a lot of the struggles that you went through with it, with the current over fenders you have on it, and the angle kit that you had. You've been through a lot in a little bit of time.
Yeah, a lot unfolded quickly with this car, so
that's usually how it goes with you anyway.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
All right, let's check this thing out. Interrupting today's video to show you the best piece of merchandise I've come out with yet. These were too good not to make. Martino knocked them out of the absolute park, and we made a small limited batch of them. So if you want a Morning Reid sticker, go to 144racing.com. I'll have the link down below. Get some cameras set up in car, but look how nice of a job this dude did. He's a freaking crackhead. Switch panel, chase base handbrake, DF swap. This thing is so good. Forgot where reverse was, even though I have one of these. I'm an idiot. I'm just excited to drive this because the last time I drove it, it had no rear shock.
Oh yeah.
Was on 14-inch Steelies and was automatic. And had a fuel leak. So
yeah, and most of those things are fixed now.
All right, Reidfraser, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not.
Put some headlights on, maybe.
Oh, thanks, brother. Dude, this car feels so good,
doesn't it?
Oh,
it drives really nice.
I get nervous with aftermarket shifters because I think that they're going to be shitty and notchy, but this thing's like,
yeah, it's pretty good.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And the suspension
It's set up really stiff right now because the car doesn't make a lot of power.
Because the car makes no power.
Makes no power, yeah.
It feels so good. Like, it feels really good.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I hate about this thing, how goddamn loud it is.
Yeah, I know, me too.
So loud. And you have a diff that I brought down for you, so it's gonna feel,
yeah, it's gonna feel
like
a lot better.
exponentially more preppy.
Yeah.
More peppy, not
More
preppy.
preppy.
It's not gonna feel more preppy. Dude, the car is so
Yeah.
tight.
This tire's completely long.
I know, that's why I keep doing it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tight. The car like moves so good.
It does, it feels. Dude, I'm driving a little goat cart. Proud of you, Reid.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reid Fraser.
Yeah. It's not bad, right?
Dude, we gotta get some shots of. We'll wait until my car's painted, but we have to get some pictures of our cars together.
Yeah.
It'd be so sick. Obviously drives amazing, but Reid, what the hell did you do to this thing? We gotta start with the exterior because it looks absolutely nothing like it did
It's a little
when
different.
you took it from me.
I brought it back, we got it cleaned out, but I pretty much immediately went to work on the outside of the car. Grinding off all the body filler, paint, anything that was on it. Fixed up the inner wheel wells. And then I happened to come across this kit that was, it's an eBay, some rep junk kit. It was pretty terrible. It fit really bad. And then a lot of cutting, a lot of modifying.
And I guess your whole theory was kind of to like pay homage to the felony form kit since the sedan kit is not out yet, in hopes of eventually swapping to the sedan kit, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like this is as close as I could get to what the felony form kit would look like, and I modified it my best to make it look like the felony form kit I believe is gonna look like. I've seen Grant's car, obviously. The felony form just looks so good compared to almost everything out there on the market.
This dude is crazy enough, he was almost going to 3D print his own sedan kit just to make it look the same as what Ollie had originally designed. I think it looks great though. Is the front the same?
Yeah, the front's the same. Yep.
And then, what was the reason for all that body filler? Was it just because he was using it to do R&D and build the kit, like build the molds off of?
Yeah, he just had the molds on here, and it wasn't terrible. And he actually, there was like a lot of tape in the jams and stuff where he taped it up, and then a lot of that just peeled off. So it's not like it was like bad or anything. And underneath it wasn't really that terrible either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just where he had shaped and molded whatever he used. He used some foam and some different stuff to get the kit, you know, designed and everything.
No, it's sick. And then the piece de resistance, the carbon hood, the $100 marketplace find carbon hood. It looks like carbon Kevlar. It has like this like greenish hue. I think it looks rad.
Yeah, I didn't even know that actually when I got it. Somebody posted on Marketplace for $100. I was looking for a hood. The OEM hood had a couple dents in it that were just like a little bit too big.
Right?
Too bad for me to fix and make it look how I wanted it to. And this happened to pop up at the same time, and I was like, you know what? It looked really rough.
Yeah, it did look really rough.
You know, came back, fixed a bunch of little things, and it's not perfect, but for a $100 hood,
I think it looks
even
sick.
an OEM hood for $100 is like unheard of.
The typical E36 M3 body kit, but I don't think you can go wrong. Truthfully, I think the M3 kit is really the best look for the E36, and the good old CR lies.
Yep, those are. I had to buy some wheels to put on the car because I was trying to get things fitted. To get the angle kit on the car and all that stuff, I needed wheels that weren't the Steelies that were on it. So I went on to eBay and just got the cheapest wheels that I could find that weren't the worst looking wheels. You know.
This thing literally had 14-inch Steelies. Are those them right there?
No, I wish.
I was kidding. It had 14. I don't even know what they came off of because they weren't. It's not like a BMW wheel. They looked like a wheel from a Boston Whaler boat trailer or something. I think that kind of covers the exterior. I think the interior is probably the coolest part though, so let's hop in there and take a look at that. I really want to get some pictures of our cars together before they leave because knowing one of us, one of the cars is going to be totaled before the next time these are together.
Yeah,
Reid.
I already had a little boop the other day. Minor stuff though, just little stuff.
Dude.
I now got clear tails and it's sweet. Very clear
I
tails.
hate you, dude. You're lucky you work at a body shop. This dude hit the wall, sent me a picture. I called him an idiot, and then 2 hours later, he sends me a picture of it on the frame machine, pulling it back straight. Sunday night at 9 o'clock, you fixed it.
Perfect. It's got a little scuff there, and you can put a little touch-up paint on it.
Dude,
it's good to go.
come on, Reid. Dude, I can't believe I'm so proud of him. That thing looks so good. I believe you guys already have seen this video because I switched up how I wanted to post these, but you guys are getting some behind the scenes of Victoria's shots. Car just got done, but it's not about that car today, baby. It's about this one. We should just hop in the car because it's cold out, and then we can talk about it. It's a little more comfortable, huh, Reidfraser?
A little comfortable.
Wait, what'd you do with a column?
Huh? Oh, it's a there's a bearing in here because, you know, the inside of these columns are kind of goofy when you take off the stock stuff.
Yeah.
So my buddy Kevin, I had he cut this piece for me, milled it out so we could put this bearing in there to support it. So
that's so sick. And then did you space down the column from the dashboard?
Yeah, spaced it down a little bit.
Okay. The issue with E36s, and I ran into this problem when I was building my car, is when you remove the lock cylinder, the column falls apart. Yeah. Literally falls apart. So Reid looks like he came up with a really nice solution to keep the factory column, but be able to do a weld-on hub adapter, which I like the best anyway. The bolt-on ones are cool for street cars and stuff, but like for a dedicated race car, I think it's best to have the cleanliness of having no lock cylinder or anything, especially if you're not gonna use it, and have a switch panel like Reidfraser. Speaking of, you have zero wiring in this car. What the hell happened?
Grant actually yelled at me for this because I started ripping apart the wiring. I was basically going in to clean up the stock wiring harness, and I got really carried away. Like the whole chassis harness, I ended up completely redoing, basically. Using the stock wiring though, I just ripped everything out that it didn't need. I made it very, very basic. It just makes it easier. In the event that you have an electrical problem at the track, it's so easy. This car is
yeah, there's nothing
simple
to it. But the cool thing is he kept the factory fuse box in the engine bay. But I'm sure you guys saw the B-roll clips. There's like 2 fuses and 2 relays. There's like a fuel pump relay, an ECU relay, and a start relay. That's
pretty much.
But so it kind of makes it more simplistic. I still think he's an idiot for doing it, but if it simplifies him having to work on the car at the track, I think it was a good idea. This also looks super gangster. The chase base handbrake cut into the center console, really nice. And then cheapo wheel. You printed a lot of shit.
All these
wow, you even got a cup holder still. All right.
That's one that was in the car.
Do you know what? Okay, this is the craziest part I think about this car. You guys saw the clips of the interior of this. This is the same dash, the same carpet, the same center console, the same cluster. It's just de-shitted.
Yep. A lot of cleaning. Pressure washed the carpet and then spray painted it.
Is it? Did you use fabric paint?
Nope.
Rust-Oleum. No, you didn't, Reid.
Yep.
And it worked fine.
Yeah, it works great. Plus, I mean, you know, for this car, it's easy enough to go in and touch up. It's, you know, probably crustier than you'd want in like a street car, but it works good.
It's a race car.
Yeah, exactly. Most don't even have carpet, so.
My E36 didn't have carpet for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. The best thing I ever did was put carpet back in that car. It makes it feel so much better to drive.
It's so weird. It's so much more comfortable to drive the car, even on track. Like,
just everything.
Yeah,
it helps with heat. It helps with sound. It helps with comfortability. It literally helps with everything. Cage gets cage.
Cage gets cage. It was actually, this is the very first thing that I bought for the car. I bought it 2 days, I think, after getting the car.
That's insane.
Because I already knew you got to have a cage, and it's so much more difficult to go back later on
and put a cage in.
Rip
yeah,
things out. You don't want to do it too. You're not motivated to do it. So
yeah,
I want it to be one of the first things, regardless of what events I'm running right now or what power level I'm making. I know I'm gonna want a cage at some point.
At some point,
so
yeah.
Might as well get it done.
What are we talking about next, Reidfraser? We should talk about the engine bay. I think, even though it's pretty stock, but there's some things coming up for this hot rod, right? This might be a little pop rod by the end of it.
Might be a little pop rod.
It is cherry red. You
cherry
should
red
leave
pop
it cherry
rod.
red. Cherry red pop rod.
I'll come in my pop rod. Look at my pop rod. Ooh, cherry green. Green as the dang grass.
And a bone stock M50.
Yep. Bone stock has a RK Tunes chip in it, and
And no
That's it. muffler. It has mufflers. It's just
Where? Are they in your shop?
They're
Because they
there.
don't sound like they're there.
It needs more of them.
E36s get a bad rap for cooling systems, but when they work, they are indestructible. This car, stock fan, stock radiator, stock expansion tank, stock upper water neck, and it's probably never overheated.
Never overheated. Not even close.
Yeah. But when something breaks, it'll be a catastrophic failure.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like your expansion tank will blow up, your radiator will explode, the upper radiator, like everything's gonna happen at once.
Yep, exactly.
Fan's gonna go through your hood, just everything.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
but I think you'll probably end up messing with a little bit of that when you fill this side of the engine bay up with something.
We're gonna fill that side over there. Yeah, to the next stage of the project though.
Well,
which is,
that lasted long. You've had the car 6 months, you already did all this. Now, over the winter, it's gonna make 400 horsepower, so. I think it's gonna be worth it. I think you need a little more power. This car is not the fastest thing in the world.
It's a blast to drive by myself.
Yeah.
But all my friends like Grant and with the events I want to go to this year, I need more power to be able to drive more efficiently with them, essentially.
Yeah. No, it looks good, and I can't wait for this thing to make more power so we can go do some hot rod things together. Yeah. This thing looks insane, Reid. I'm so proud of you, man. I love it. It's beautiful. All right, let's, I don't know where Victoria went, but let's get some pictures of our cars together. We have to hit the road. We're going home today, even though this is not gonna make any sense in this video, but we're hitting the road. Enjoy these beautiful shots. Probably not done by me, but enjoy them anyway. Thank you again for everything, Reidfraser.
Hey, this has been a blast.
Dude, the car looks, I'm so proud of you, Reid.
Thank you.
It looks incredible. Like, truthfully, it looks so freaking sick, man.
You know, you gave me the car, and I had to do right by it.
Do you know what I love? This is so random. I love that. I love that it's like an actual OG VIS hood.
I taped that off so you could see it when
so
I painted the underside
sick,
of it. Yeah.
dude. This looks so freaking cool together. I can't get over it. Looks even better with my hot rod parked next to it. Look how good this thing looks. I know you guys have seen it, but this is really my first time seeing it outside, so sorry if I keep talking about it, but it looks freaking sick, dude. This is it. We're out of here. We're blowing this popsicle stand.
Look at that, no time. Boom, done.
What do you, dude, we got here Tuesday. What do you mean no time? It's been a long time.
We did a full restoration.
We did do a full We did a full restoration in less than a week. Complete transformation.
Overhauling?
Yeah.
Underhauling, but.
Your chip loose. Thank you so much, Reid. I appreciate it so much.
This has been so much fun. I'm glad we finally got to do this.
So Reid and I have been talking about this for probably 2 years. Probably from even before I put the stickers on. Like, we should refresh the car. So we finally did it.
Bit to put on it.
Final pieces to my E36 restoration. That's the name of the next title.
So there's still more to go. It's gonna keep getting better.
It is.
We are gonna keep moving forward.